Hello Toy Collector fans, Universal Toy Collector here and welcome to the channel. Join me today as I go through my top 5 6-inch Black Series Empire Strikes Back 40th Anniversary card backs. Alrighty then, so this video is a follow-up to my top 5 6-inch Black Series Star Wars 40th Anniversary card backs, and I will be following the same guidelines that I used within that video. That is, I will be choosing a top 5, I will have an honourable mention, plus I will be picking a card back that I deemed the worst of this bunch. Now, for the Empire Strikes Back, there are 15 carded figures to choose from, and these are standard figures. I won't be choosing any from the deluxe lines or any of the exclusive figures that came with the Empire Strikes Back 40th. So as you can see, I'm just quickly running through the figures now, or the card back should I say, and this is predominantly card backs. This has nothing to do with the figure. This is my top 5 card backs only. So what I should do is pop back into the collection room with these guys, and we shall run through one by one who is in contention of being in my top 5. 2 seconds. Okay then, so first up we have Chewbacca, Han Solo Bespin, Princess Leia Organa Hoth, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder Pilot, Rebel Soldier Hoth, AT-AT Driver, Imperial Snowtrooper Hoth, Imperial TIE Fighter Pilot, Boba Fett, R2-D2 Dagobah, Luke Skywalker Dagobah, Yoda, Lando Calrissian, and finally Luke Skywalker Bespin. Okay then, so those are the 15 card backs that I will be choosing from, but before I get onto my top 5, let's get and have a look at my honourable mention. So my honourable mention goes to Luke Skywalker Dagobah, and the reason for that being is I just simply want my top 5 to stay true to the original card backs we had as kids back in the 80s when the Empire Strikes Back was released and all the figures were released in toy stores. This wasn't one of them. However, it is an absolutely fantastic card back. I am loving the image of Luke Skywalker there with Yoda. Such a clear image. And if this card back would have been available back in the day when the Empire Strikes Back toy line was released and the card backs, then this would have quite easily been in my top 5. But yeah, what can I say about it? It's just an absolutely fantastic card back, and yeah, absolutely awesome. So yeah, that is my honourable mention. Let's crack on with my top 5 card backs. First up then, and in no particular order, we start off with Yoda, and I have to say I love this card back. What a stunning image that is of Yoda. And looking at this card back, it's hard to believe that Yoda is actually a puppet. He looks so lifelike. It's incredible what they've done. And this image for me just captures that perfection of that puppet there, which makes him look so lifelike. Now, I never had Yoda as a kid, which was a real shame. A friend of mine did. I mean, he had practically all the Star Wars toys with the card backs, and I would just sit and look at this card back for ages thinking, wow, I wish I had this figure and I wish I had this card back. But now he's in my collection, albeit within the 6-inch version scale. That's okay with me. The card back is just absolutely incredible. So I'm really happy to have this in my collection to start with, and I'm happy that he's in my top 5. So that is Yoda. Let's crack on and see who else is in my top 5. Next up then we have the AT-AT Driver, and what an iconic card back this is. Absolutely tremendous. Some people might look at it and think, wow, it's a bit plain. It's just a close-up of an AT-AT Driver. Well, you'd be absolutely correct. It is. But for some reason, this image has stuck with me since childhood. It's a fantastic figure. And the card back, I don't know what it is. It's just, I just like it. I think it looks absolutely awesome. And this card back and figure is desperately needed within TVC. Now, I know Only One Kenobi has championed it a hell of a lot. So come on, Hasbro, let's get this figure and card back in the TVC, because it's sadly missing. But yeah, what a great card back this is. Absolutely tremendous. Such a clear image again. And you didn't see much of the 8080 driver within the films, which for me I think is a shame. But nonetheless, a great card back. Right, let's crack on and see who we've got next then. Next up then in my top 5, we have Princess Leia Organa in a Hoth outfit. And I have to say, this is an absolutely beautiful, stunning image of Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia. Wow. This card back is beautiful in my eyes. Absolutely stunning. I love everything about it. The image is fantastic. I love the outfit that she had on. I like the fact that it's in the Millennium Falcon. The blue name pill. The blue behind the figure. Really making the figure pop. What a stunning card back. I had this figure as a kid. And yeah, just incredible. And seeing this, you know, these card backs just bring back so many fantastic memories of my childhood. And yeah, I mean, who doesn't like Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia? She was absolutely beautiful. And this card back is beautiful in my eyes. So that is the third card back in my top 5. Let's crack on and see who the other 2 card backs are. Here we have the Imperial Snowtrooper from Hoth. And again, wow, what a fantastic card back. And I love this card back. I just think it's absolutely quality. I like the red behind the figure, which really makes the figure pop. I'm liking the red name pill. I don't know what it is, but there's just something that looks so cool about the Imperial Snowtroopers. And in my opinion, I think they were very much underused within The Empire Strikes Back. I would have loved to have seen more of those figures. Again, this is a figure that I did have as a kid. So, you know, remembering that card back, just tremendous. Really loving it. And as all, I mean, every image that I've shown so far have been iconic. Even the ones that didn't quite make it into the top 5. Again, they're just fantastic card backs. But these are the 5 that really stand out for me. And yeah, I'm really happy that the Imperial Snowtrooper is one of them. Right, let's crack on and see who the last card back belongs to within my top 5. So last, but again by no means least, we have Han Solo from Bespin. This card back just oozes smoothness. How smooth does Harrison Ford look there as Han Solo? And as a kid, these kind of images were the reason why I wanted to be Han Solo. Absolutely tremendous. Now, he just missed out on my top 5 in the 40th anniversary Star Wars card back line. He was my honourable mention, and that was because the bubble was too big so you couldn't fully see the blaster. But this image here just smacks coolness, smoothness, suaveness. Wow. And I'm sounding like I'm gushing over him here. That's not the case. I just love the card back. Always have loved this card back. And it was this figure and card back actually that, you know, got me into doing this top 5. Matt from Zero Hunter Toys, this was one of his favourite card backs on the TVC collection. So yeah, this is why I got my, you know, thought, well, okay, why don't I do a top 5 of the Black Series card backs? So here's what I'm doing. So Han Solo, Bespin, is my last entry as part of my top 5. What a character. What a card back. Awesome stuff. Right, so I've got one more card back to show you, and that is the card back that I deem the worst of the bunch. So then, my worst of the bunch goes to Luke Skywalker Bespin, and it's simply because I don't like the image. I find it very grainy. It's not as clear as the other images that have been on the card backs previous to this one. And yeah, I even as a kid, I wasn't a great fan of this image. Obviously, I wanted the figure. I never had this figure as a kid, by the way. But, you know, I wanted the figure, but I was never a big fan of that card back. Not too keen on the green behind the figure. For me, it doesn't really do anything. And again, it's the same with the name pill. Not the best. I think they could have chosen a different colour other than green. I think that would have looked a bit better. But again, it's all about the image for me, and it's just a poor image. Now, they do have a variant image with Luke peering around the corner for this figure. They never seem to use it. So this is what I call your standard image, Luke Skywalker Bespin card back. And yeah, I'm not saying it's a horrible card. It's an iconic image. It's an iconic card back. But for me, out of the 15 that I had to choose from, this was the weakest in my opinion. So anyhow, that wraps up my honourable mention, my top 5, and my worst of the bunch. What I'm going to do is just get the top 5 in front of us and close the video out. 2 seconds. Alrighty then, so here we have my top 5 6-inch Black Series Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary card backs, and they are as follows: Yoda, Princess Leia Organa Hoth, the AT-AT Driver, the Imperial Snowtrooper from Hoth, and Han Solo Bespin. And these are the 5 cards that stood out the most for me from the 15 Empire Strikes Back card backs that I could pick from. And yeah, absolutely tremendous. Now, I'm not saying the other card backs are terrible. They just don't stand out as much as these do. But again, this is just my opinion and these are my thoughts. Yours may differ, which is okay. What I would like to see is your top 5. So if you have a top 5 of these card backs, then please leave those top 5s in the comments below, along with your honourable mention or your worst of the bunch. But yeah, fantastic. Loving these. Such a nostalgia buzz just looking at these card backs. This video will be followed up by the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi card backs. That will be within the next week or so, maybe a little bit longer, depending on how busy I am and what else comes up on the channel. But yeah, there will be a follow-up to this, so absolutely fantastic stuff. Anyhow, that is it for this video. So all I've got left to say is, if you are new to the channel, feel free to comment, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to let you know of more content. And as always, there will be more content. Thank you for watching. Very much appreciate your support. Take care, stay safe, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.